Do something like last time where Crumbs just made an absolutely beautiful play, like taking all the information that he had on the map, baiting Odd One in, and then getting Skara an early double kill and double buffs. If they can actually get their mid lane fed, then that will be the opposite story for them. So here we go. It's the Kale instantly banned. They actually banned the Twisted Fate. Like I said, Dignitas does their homework. They knew exactly what I knew.
Like I said, no excuses.
Yeah, no excuses. They're going to do their homework every single time. So that's a good job by them, recognizing that one of the things that Zion in his shift to middle, he's not very comfortable there, and you want to, like Element said, take them out of what they're comfortable with.
Take that comfort zone away. They take away the Nidalee, and that may even, kill a champion in Fat's pool. It's just an all-around safe top if you want to just take the lane out and be able to go into late game with a Nidalee.
Yeah, and then of course the Shin's out. Like, do we even every time it's banned, are we gonna have to be like, yeah, he's so brutal right now? There's the Draven. Okay, they actually did draw the ban. So I called both of those bans right there. Xin Zhao is pretty much a given, so I'll say I got 100%.
So you got a smile on your face for that first pick. Vi coming into the matchup. I think this is the first time Dignitas has grabbed Vi?
In the LCS.
Yes.
I'm excited for this because we haven't really seen a Vi do exceptionally well in an LCS match yet. The teams that had her so far have had some trouble, but Crumbs, he was not an early adopter of Vi, but he changed his mind, and I'm really glad.
Did you have a talk with him?
Yeah, I had a little talk with him, and he his early complaint was that it's kind of hard to stick on people. But I was like, yeah, those boosts of swiftness, reducing the slows actually makes it so if you charge up the Vault Breaker, you can walk around almost full speed if you get boots of swiftness. And it's a really offensive build. And you don't even have to get something like a Frozen Mallet where you slow the enemy. You just keep up your speed. And the cooldown reduction build on her, I just love it so much because I said it, I know I always say it, but attack speed is so expensive. Like, I don't really want to buy attack speed to get more denting blows, which is where most of her damage comes from. You buy cooldown reduction, her abilities apply the denting blows. So you can just have more Vault Breakers, more excessive force procs, and do the damage that way. There's the Dignitas, Patoy, Alistar, his favorite champion right now, and the highest KDA we said before. I think that is going to be forced to be reckoned with down bottom.
It is, and it's one of the first times on the flip side we're really seeing Nunu back into the mix. We haven't seen him too much. He's got a kind of a hit on the movement speed there on Blood Boil as well as a few others, so we'll kind of see if he's still at par where he is to be. He really is to change that power curve of the AD carry and assist the game towards that late.
So yeah, that kind of opens it up. They can choose, like most AD carries, it's just going to boost their power. I mean, it could be a Nunu in the support role or the jungle role. I don't see Nintendo as a Nunu jungler, though.
No, a lot of aggression, more Nocturne, more in your face.
He's more of a camp a lane, get an early lead, do some early invades.
Wow.
Nunu's definitely good at invading. Like Caitlyn, obviously the go-to pick there with Nunu, always been very popular before he got nerfed, but even after the nerfs, it's still a great combo.
And it looks like if everything gets switched around, it could be Elise in the jungle and Rumble in mid or Rumble top. We'll have to see where they choose. Dignitas, Skara feeling great on Diana last game, but Corki, a lot of people have kind of thought with the increased price, not increased price, but the money you have to sink into Phage, the money that goes into Corki's kit is a little bit more than it used to be, so it makes him not as effective that early.
So he didn't get like directly nerfed down to the bottom, but there's a few things that have added. Okay, as they're not even going to pick him anymore, I'll say it anyway. His mana costs are a little bit archaic. They haven't been updated. They're kind of high, so his harass in lane is kind of hurt by that. He runs out of mana pretty quick. And then, like you said, the nerf to Phage hurt him a lot too because he almost always got Trinity Force. Now with Trinity Force being reduced in the Combine costs, not only is Freak happy, but Corki's happy.
So let's see what we have here. We do see a lot of picks for Dignitas. Actually, all the picks. We only have 5 happen.
They can't pick anymore. You guys need to stop. You get 5 champions.
Actually, they're going to scroll up, and they're going to have a 6-1 lock-in right underneath. Actually.
Sneaky. That's a sneaky strat.
Very sneaky. Cutie Pie on Ezreal. Usually he's kind of an in-your-face, but you can still offensively arcane shift yourself in there.
Yeah, so one of the things I was going to say, they banned out Twitch themselves, which is one of Cutie Pie's favorite champions. They weren't I don't know if they were expecting a Draven ban. They had to have a feeling that they were going to get Draven banned against them because of those games. But yeah, those are kind of the champions I think of when I think of QtPie. So he's falling right back to that Ezreal, one of his most played champions a couple months ago. So he's definitely comfortable on him, and that is going to be a good combo because Alistar, like I said, can either go really aggressive with that kit or be a really good bodyguard. Ezreal as well can opt to use his Arcane Shift in the womb style where you teleport, where you Arcane Shift toward the team, or he can go with like the score style where you always use it backwards and never die.
So you called it. Zion Spartan's been working on that Lux. Looks like he's going to put it into the game, and they actually get a pretty good poke composition out of this.
Lux, amazing. It's just, it's a good feeling when you can 100% to 0 and like someone on the other team. If you land the full combo, then that's exactly what you get with Lux. And a lot of people have been opting for the Morella Nomicon instead of the Athenes on Holy Grail. Yes. Because of that cooldown reduction on it and the AP, it's a really good, effective, and efficient item. Whereas the Grievous Wounds on it, under 40%, is actually just a bonus. Like, that's just icing on the cake. I forgot to get into. See that he is aware of this. Scar knows what he's doing. Oh, Vat going to take a lot of damage here. Has to burn his flash.
He is going to have to be careful in that lane now. But like you were saying, these guys... And also, more information you can feed your jungler as Kiwi Kid takes damage here. We heard Crumbs the other day saying, it's imperative that my team tells me cooldown, summoner spells, what's going on, everything that's happening. And it's funny because vice versa, Mad Life does that for his entire team. So both every team takes it differently.
So I was going to say that Scar knows what he's doing because he had both sides of his middle warded, and so he's aware that's a very scary lane, having Elise in the jungle and having Lux in middle. That Crumbs actually walks through where Scar had just had warded, so they knew that there were no wards there, and Crumbs is going to go for a 3-on-1 dive.
Deep pressure in this bottom lane here. Fat takes a good amount of damage. He will go down for first blood. Patoy takes the aggro, walks out safely.
Keeping that top KDA safe, he's able to tank the turrets. You can see he doesn't play scared, he plays smart. He was able to take those turret hits, he's fine with it, and they get a first blood. This turret definitely in kill range as well. QtPie can take it if he wants. It looks like they're going to finish it off and switch that up. So it's definitely a good thing because they need to even it out. If you're the first one to lose your turret, then you want to get
70 to 70 or 71 to 71 on the CS there. Here comes by Crumbs from the outside. They go for the flash engage. Immediately 100 to 0 coming in onto Zion Spartan. But here comes the reinitiation. Scar taking a lot. But Toy again to come in with the security guard save. But he may find himself going down here. A lot of low HP bars for Dignitas. Crumbs could fall. But Toy forced to flash. Ace in the hole takes down Crumbs. But Toy trying to save the KDA, and the Cow's on the run. QtPie from the outside trying to thwart them off with a bit of Mystic Shot damage, and they buy it.
Some pings going off here. I hope nothing happens, but yeah, here it comes. I'm a QtPie, dodges out the cocoon, so that's going to be good for him. They're able to land that Lux. Look, the Lux combo we were talking about before. But it looks like they will eventually go with a double Aegis of the Legion build. He's probably going to be the one to get the first, since Patoy has used his money for wards, and now there's going to be a dragon fight. It looks like Crumbs' ultimate is going to need another 15 seconds to come back.
That was really great damage from the True Shot Barrage. You can just see GGU now contemplating this. They haven't even really gotten anything back here. Actually, it's Patoy, and they're getting those Q shots out from Nintendo Dex. A great initiation. They totally called that one out. A great Lux Laser does a bit of damage there, but it looks like Dignitas is still hungry for this one. That finding himself on the outside. QtPie with that blue buff, he's going to be able to put out a lot of damage here, keeps himself safe. He actually goes for the offensive shift, forces himself to cleanse, and they're not going to get another kill.
Ezreal ult is down. Whenever you have an AP-heavy team, that's really where you shine too. As Scar goes on to Don't Match Me, he'll probably just solo this.
And that is what made me really sad about playing against Diana for the first time. GGU is really scrambling in the middle.
It looks like the ultimate there from Rumble is going to catch Scar. He turns offensive.
Yeah, he tries to go in. Patoy going in for the save. Looks like he will be able to get out, but they do so much damage, even losing that fight. Great job by GGU, though, trying to grab back into this. But you can see the respect Dignitas is still giving GGU. These are not initiations that they can do with mistakes. There it goes. Patoy gets a great hit, a headbutt, or flip back, rather. They are able to take down Fat. They've been doing it since the beginning, and they focus them right off the bat here. Can they find more kills, though? It's always been the 1 for 1 or the 1 for none. It looks like that's all they get once again. No, they go in once more. Beautiful job by Crumbs and Scar. Scarra again. The team cohesion coming in, the talking going on between them, and they're just coming up with kills. But Toy finds himself going down finally. Mashme picks up a little bit of gold there, but I don't think the bounty is enough.
And then it's already upgraded into the bulwark for Crimes, means that there's a lot of magic resist. Scarra again the target.
A big initiation there. You can see Cutie Pie's confidence. He stays in the fight as they try to go back in. The super initiation, the up and down dunk, but Fat makes it out alive. Zion Spartan falls, and it's going to be the true shot barrage clearing through Fat. The double kill coming in for Crumbs. It looks like they're going to try to continue on here. Forces the flash out. 2 for nothing in next patch.
That would be an amazing one if you combine those two. Crumb's going to go for some aggression here, but he gets caught and lasered.
That is going to be... Oh, he punched the wall. He was just angry.
Yeah. Oh, I'm caught. And this is exactly what they did yesterday. They pushed every single lane at the same time, and since Scarra has finished his Zanya's hourglass, even if they catch out Scarra now, he's going to be able to Zanya's, and they won't be able to get that kill. Nice repel. Oh my goodness, Cutie Pie almost getting a solo kill there.
Taking that much poke, though, you are not going to be able to win fights, especially in the base.
You
see that kill coming in onto Fat, and it looks like they just continue to push these lanes. They are in full control right now. Cutie Pie staying in aggression. They're even taking the turret shots. They feel like they can fight this with 50% out.
Yeah, Crumbs actually used both of his moves just to get in there. The laser comes out, does not snipe Cutie Pie, though. He had just enough life. With that bulwark right next to him, thank goodness Crumbs bought some defense for him, for Cutie Pie.
Auras for the win on that one. Looks like we could have no initiation here. Nintendo just wanted some creeps. He actually gets slowed down by Kiwi Kid quite quick there.
Kiwi Kid could go touch that inhibitor. Touch it!
Just wants to get...
Just go pat it.
Your finger out, you got it. He's got a little bit of health left. That's where a lot of pressure is. They're drawing Nunu now up there. Bloodwater's going to try to put on the harass to stop them. On the other side of the map, Crumbs and Cutie Pie just going at the inhibitors and the turrets. Scarra coming up big on that one as they just try to back them off now. GGU is in every which way. They're being pulled every which way right now.
Yeah, I feel bad for Fat. Because he's subbing for GGU right now, and they wanted to pull something off, but he wasn't that used to the 2 versus 1 lanes. Like I said before, coming from solo queue and normal games and stuff, it's not that common of an occurrence. And he didn't ward up for the defensive. Crumbs got that early. All they have to do now is just shove in. They've already split pushed enough that there's nothing left to split push top. So okay, we'll split push 2 lanes now this time instead. The exposed inhibitor bottom is probably going to go down in just a few hits there. If they send Cutie Pie back, that'll be really easy for them to get. And then this solo mid turret is the last inhibitor turret standing. Once that goes down, their base is going to be wide open.
Well, they've put down all the cupcakes and all the fixins. This could be the last one they're going to protect here. They do hold off Crumbs and Scarra for now, but they really are just looking for the CS and waiting for Cutie Pie to get into position. He's clearing out the blue buff. He's going to come in, and Dignitas may have one final say at the base of GGU for Game 2. 58,000 to 40,000 is the score. Dignitas with quite a demanding lead in the gold section. They're going to look to take down this inhibitor. Going around the horn, Kobe, like you said, that lone turret in mid is the last one standing besides its brother Nexus turrets. And Dignitas just looks very confident with a slow and steady push, like I said.
Yep, they're not rushing anything. Even though they're so far ahead, they're very composed. They're not going to rush it. Now they're going to go in for some kills. Clean these up, make me raise our KDA. Oh, they missed it.
There we go. Scar diving in. He throws down the Zonias perfectly. And you can see GGU knows the engagement is not there for them. Not even the re-engage. It's the poke comp that needs to come in for them here. But it may be too little too late. They're only tickling away the health bars of Dignitas. The turrets start to take damage on the Nexus. It looks like Dignitas may be coming up for another W in the win column as they go for the second turret there. It's going to be Fat being controlled on. He gets put up and down by Assault and Battery. There's just too much focus onto the champions. Now onto the Nexus. It looks like Dignitas able to take out GGU in the second game of the day.
Yep, congrats to Dignitas.